go do bookings and on the internet I can show up and da-da-da-da-da. And then when I go home, I'm bitter, I'm angry. Yeah, my heart couldn't take the lifestyle anymore. Being in this industry, you have to keep up with certain lies. I even kind of fell out of love with this whole DJing stuff. It just became work. And the police came to my door. And this was all whilst I was going for a case. Yeah, man. Oh, this is mad. Hi.
Everyone ready? Yeah? Welcome to Conversation with Haych. What's going on, people? Welcome to Conversation with Haych. Now listen, we have a guest I've wanted on here for a very long time. Very long time. She's a person who is hard work and dedication personified. The creator and owner of Vibes Countdown. Come on. She's been a guest host and DJ on Rinse FM. She's had her own show on Foundation FM. She's DJed at some of the biggest festivals, biggest arenas, up for some of the biggest artists, including Coffee, Stormzy, Western, just to name a few. The former Sainsbury's worker, you know. Come on, they don't know. Now a world-class DJ who brings her vibes with her wherever she goes. The Arsenal fan, the boxing purist. I introduce to you Miss Anson. Is it Owo? Owo. Most of us know her as Rachael Anson. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, my brother. Oh, I love that intro, by the way. I can't lie. I might be telling my manager they need to take some of them lines. And when people ask me for my bio, you need some of that in there, please. Oh, wow. I'm flattered.
No, seriously.
Flattered.
Honoured to have you on today.
I'm honoured to be here, honestly.
Honoured. So, give me a story from your childhood that best describes Rachael.
I will never forget. I feel like I must have been around 9 years old because this was when my youngest brother was a baby.
Got it.
And obviously my mum at the time was working 2-3 jobs, and she used to do a night shift job where she would obviously, I said I'm 9 years old, but she'd have to go do her job.
Yep.
You know our culture, where we come from, the things our parents had to do, but she would go and do her night shift, and then obviously we'd fall asleep. So by the time she comes home, but this night, my youngest brother woke up bawling down the house. And me being me, obviously I picked him up. I've tried to, soothe him and whatnot, but the boy is not having it. He's just crying and crying. So I remember I'm holding him and I'm begging him to stop crying. I'm begging him to stop crying because imagine I'm probably tired.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Should be sad.
I'm stressed. And then I remember I brought him to the window and I was just looking at the window, praying that my mom would just come back. And I think that traumatized me because I will never forget that, and I can still tell that story till this day. But that shows you that Rachael was big sis of the household. I had to, obviously there was bare times I had to, step in for mum and look over the kids. But yeah, man, we give thanks that that's not the situation.
What kind of impact do you feel like being big sis at such a young age had on you?
You know what? I think it's naturally made a leader out of me, and it's mad because I've said that to you by just getting a revelation, just seeing myself from childhood, certain things that you go through and whatnot, and just understanding my influence around my friends and my family. It's oh, okay, I see it now. I take care of my people. Once you're my people's, you're locked in. I don't feel, by the grace of God, I don't feel like I've got any friends that would have a bad word to say about me.
Yeah.
In a sense of loyalty. Don't get it twisted. They might say to you that I'm a bit of a baby sometimes, and and I ban all a bit too hard sometimes. But just come on, man. Ain't none of us perfect, man. Just me. But in terms of being there, yeah, man, that's Rachael.
One of the things when I was researching, I found out he had an older brother that was living in Ghana.
Yeah.
So do you feel the pressure of you have to kind of be perfect at a young age, or have to lead by example?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say so much now.
Okay.
Because we're all grown.
Yeah.
We're all grown. And I feel like I've kind of let go of that expectation. Yeah. Like,
So it was there.
it was 100% there, and I can't lie. Obviously, everyone's experience is different, but I went through a phase where I hated it.
Hated what?
Hated the responsibility, the pressure, and again, it's not even. I don't even think it's something that is purposely done within our community, but it's just something that happens naturally where, you're the oldest, so you must do this. You're the oldest, so you must do that. You're the oldest, so you should be able to handle certain things. But no one has asked you, can you handle these things? You just got to go and do it. And I get it. With the generation before us, like, they had to come here and grind. There was no, no one asked about how they felt and if they could manage and whatnot. They got on with it and they done it. But obviously, I feel like times have changed and we're a lot more in tune with our emotions. So we're identifying certain things and thinking, nah, like, no, like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that burden. I definitely went through that. But now I'd say I'm in a space of, like, I don't feel like the responsibility fully falls on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The load has been
lifting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the load. It's definitely shifted. Trust me, it's shifted. Yeah, we share a bit now. So
okay.
Yeah.
How does that pressure then push you to then achieve the things that you want to do? So what do you enjoy when you're younger to do for yourself?
See, when I was younger, I can't lie, I was out here and I was mad. I was basically mad. I was out here mad. Like, I don't think I had responsibility in the sense of, like, there was no, like, financial responsibility or maybe stuff like that. Like, I think I got my first job when I was 19, around 19, my first proper job anyway. And I didn't have to, like, chip in for rent and stuff like that. So there was nothing mad like that. So I guess if there was any type of pressure, it would just be like, for example, if my mum's calling for family meetings, it's me that's got to organise the meeting. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I didn't sign up for that. But it weren't too mad. It weren't too mad. But I'd say, if anything, the pressure probably came when we had to move out of our childhood home.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's when I really, really felt the weight of that you're the older sibling stuff, because it's like it became my full responsibility to organise things and make things happen. And I don't know if anyone knows, but moving house is long. It is long, and we've had to move house so many times. Well, we had to move house so many times in a space of 5 years. Or 6 years, I feel like we moved house 5-6 times.
What?
So, yeah, it was mental. And I think it took its toll on me. It was a lot, man. It was a lot. And it was just like, I'm the one that, has to liaise with agents and do house visits and da-da-da-da. And, my mum doesn't have a British passport. So then that's a... Sometimes that would be a hurdle and blah. And then I'm having to call, and organise with the moving and blah, blah, blah. So... I remember that period felt like, this is too much, but I had to eat it. I had to swallow it because I have to do it.
How old are you at this time?
No, I'm grown at this time.
So you're in your 20s at
this time? Yeah, I'm grown. I'm grown, but
the pressure's still there.
The pressure was still there. Do you get what I mean? I'm grown now, but it was like, I think it just felt like I did not ask for this. But then you had to, do you get what I mean? I had to.
You had to step up because.
Yeah, do you understand? So yeah. Yeah, that's the only time I can remember. Yeah, that was really like waiting.
So when do you have downtime? So what was your downtime looking like?
Oh, I don't think there was at the time.
So how does DJ? Where does the?
Yeah, it was all DJing was happening these times. These times I was a DJ. So was I a DJ? Yeah, I was.
Okay, so take us back before because if DJ's happening around that time, then that means you're shouldering a lot because you're trying to get your name out.
Yeah, I'm doing the DJ. Yeah. I'm doing the DJing stuff. I'm moving house, and blah. And I think, like, because I'm looking back at it now, innit? So I'm understanding things differently, and I'm seeing things differently. And as we conversate more, like, it's even making sense of why things got kind of dark. Let's say, because it was a lot. I'm trying to build my career. but then I'm moving house, but then I'm big sis, so I can't complain. Do you get it? I can't complain, so we move.
Let's take a step.
Yeah.
How do you even get into DJing then?
So with DJing,
Uncle had a sound system?
yeah. So my uncle just had a big. I just remember. Well, do you know? It probably wasn't even that big, but you know when you're little, everything's big. Yeah. Yeah. So when we was young, I was always at my cousin's house. Always at my cousin's house, and that's where all the kids would be. So we'd be running in and out, and my aunties and uncles were around, and he'll just be thumping tunes through his stereo. I remember that's where I first heard Murder, She Wrote. That's where I first heard Everyday People, like back in the day. Like, do you get what I mean? And I think those songs stood out to me because I remember hearing them through those speakers. And I loved dancing. I think my mum would even tell stories about how, you know, I was that kid at the christening.
When everyone's like...
I was that kid. I was that little girl in the middle of the dance floor. You know, parents are probably sitting down eating food, but there's one kid that's on the dance, like doing the most, jumping, dancing, doing the most. I think that was me. So I've always loved to dance. And I remember being at my uncle's house, we always used to do dancing competitions. Yeah. I'm still haunted by this. He would be like, oh, yeah, the winner gets 2p.
2p?
But obviously to us, that's lit.
That's money. 2p.
Yeah, literally. So, like I was always dancing. And then when I was in school, primary school, we used to go to Fairfield Halls and a couple venues in Croydon. And I would go and dance there as well. School disco, I'm dancing competitions. It's Rachael, like, literally, I remember one time I had a dancing competition and my mum greased up my whole body. I was shining on that dance floor, boy. The cocoa butter was bright. It was bright. I'll never forget how shiny my face was. But yeah, it started with like just dancing and just loving hearing music and then just vibing to it. And then as I got older, my cousin's friend went uni. I didn't go uni. But my cousins and everything went uni. And obviously, you know, in the UK, there's a big DJ scene in the uni scene. That makes it.
70 DJs at one night.
There you go. So I was just like, because prior to that as well, like if I always used to have like drink ups at my house. Everyone's always at my house. Music blazing. Sometimes my mum won't be there, so we're at my house. Like, do you get what I mean? And then I would always just be kind of curating the music for the night.
Okay.
Again, like there's no decks, but it's like I'll just know what tunes to put on. I'll know what tune to play next and whatnot. So I genuinely believe that gift started from there, and I'd say that was in secondary school. I'd say that was secondary school, where it's just like I knew what I wanted people to hear to get them excited or to get a reaction and whatnot. I think it started from there. I saw it and I said, I can do this, teach me. So he taught me on virtual DJ. And then literally from there it was game over. When I got myself a laptop, when I got myself decks, and I was practicing, I fell in love with it. Then I moved on to Serato and whatnot. But from him teaching me how to use virtual DJ, because I remember I even did some bookings, you know, church bookings and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Friend bookings and whatnot on virtual DJ. And then I progressed to Serato, and from Serato, my own little controller. It's like I taught myself how to use it, and it's just by the grace of God, there I am.
When you look back at those times when you're growing up, you're learning how to DJ, all these kind of things, can you, especially now, pinpoint where God's hand was on you in different moments?
I don't know if I can pinpoint, but I just feel like there's just been favour over my life just from when I was young. Like, I was naughty in school.
Okay. When some people say they're in school,
I was naughty.
Contextualize the level.
No, I was naughty, as in
getting sent out of class.
I got kicked out of school.
Twice. Kicked out of school?
Yeah. I got,
twice?
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying about favour. So imagine I got kicked out of school in year 10.
Yeah.
Even
that's GCSE.
Listen. Furthermore, let's even go back. I'm sure I got suspended for one day in year 5, and that is insane.
I'm sorry,
exactly.
Year 5. What?
That's mad.
Okay.
Was it year 5? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, listen, don't make me come and start telling my whole life story, you know. Listen, yeah, no, I got. All right, let's do secondary school. I got kicked out twice because, and bearing in mind, I should have been kicked out a long time ago. But I had grace and favour in that school. Like, my teachers loved me. As much as I was naughty, they loved me.
So potential.
And the head teacher loved, as in, like, it's like I was a pain to them because it's like, Rachel, you're so amazing. Why do you do you get what I mean? So when I got kicked out on year 10, it was just like, you've pushed us now. Like, we have to
do something about it.
So I got kicked out. And then here's the grace. They let me back in year 11 because obviously I don't know if they had conversations with my mum or whatever, but it was like they didn't want to see me fail, innit? So they let me back in year 11. I lasted 3 days. Yeah. I lasted 3 days. But to be fair, listen, Miss Nichols, if you're hearing this, or anyone that was at Norbury Manor at the time, they had me on some strict, like...
Oh, was your report?
Yeah, listen, but... the report was so outrageous, like, I wasn't allowed to do nothing. So basically, if I did anything, it would be a strike.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, man. I could have sneezed. In the class too loud. No, everyone would have started laughing, and then I've done something. You get what I mean? So I just feel like that was just unrealistic. Yeah. So basically, in 3 days, I got 3 strikes within 3 days, and then that was it. Door closed, got kicked out of school, and that was a horrible time in my life because that was also when is that the first time I got arrested? Yeah, I think that might also be because I remember, because I was kicked out of school, I was always at home and the police came to my door, and this was all whilst I was going for a case. Yeah, man. Oh, this is mad. Hi. Yeah. Just stupid riff-raff stuff, man. We got into some drama at a park, fireworks night. If you're from like Streatham, Brixton, Croydon, whatever, you know about Streatham fireworks and kids being kids, teenagers being teenagers. Something kicked off and I was involved, kind of. Okay. Yeah.
Was you guilty by association or was you guilty by dedication? Was you a part of...
No, do you know what? No, you see this? No, wait. You see this? You see the particular incident that I actually got
you were involved,
arrested for? I'm gonna say that was by association, but you know them days as well. Oh, I'm not snitching.
Yeah. Okay, so technicality.
If that was today, listen, I ain't jeopardizing nothing for none of you. What? But jeopardizing my whole life for other people that you probably don't even talk to now. But yeah. So that was all going all through the same period. But then I managed to get back into a school to do my GCSEs, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I was going through this case. Because I had good rapport, I was playing football at these times. I think I was playing for Crystal Palace at the time. Crazy. So my coach gave a good report. But when they were speaking about it, this actually went into my first year of college. It was like the end of year 11 going into college. So that whole year was just a mess. So I was dealing with that. And then when I finally got convicted or whatever, because of my report, they gave me a 6-month suspended sentence. By that point, I think I was just trying to be good. I was going to college, playing football, just present. And yeah, I guess that's favour. Like that's...
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because even with my, even with the probation officer that I ended up having, she was like such a wonderful woman. And her name is Emma. I nearly forgot her name, Emma. And I know that because I rekindled with her recently. When the young lady passed in Croydon.
Oh, yeah. We
went to obviously go and support and whatever. And then because she still does work within Croydon, she was there. So I saw her. But do you get what I mean? But life, you see how life works. Yeah. It's mad. Listen, we could be here all night, all day, all night. Stories for days.
Rachel, for days. By the time you reach 18, lots has happened.
Yeah, a lot has happened. A lot has happened.
What's the turning point? From what you say, Rachel, messing about, mad, doing whatever, to
my turning point was not until 2012, and I can't remember how old I was in 2012, and I don't even want people.
No, don't even try. Don't put that.
Yeah, it was 2012. So at this point, Listen, I'm keeping up with bare stuff, bare nonsense going on in my life, and I hit rock bottom. And in 2011, gosh, this sounds so mad. You know, I've never said these things out loud, like in public, so I know it's gonna make me look nuts. But
It's nuts.
yeah. So 2011, I caught another case. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I caught another case, and I went back to church. So bearing in mind, we've grown up in church. I've known church from I was born, and I think when I turned 16, you know, when you start, you know, now you can say, oh no, I'm not coming, I'm sleeping in, everyone's getting ready in the house, but I'm still in bed. Like, you start to make your own choices. And so basically I hadn't been going church like that. Maybe like New Year's I'd probably go to church, but I stopped going to church. And then 2011, I think that case brought me back to church, because that was a bit more serious, as in it was a potential 5 years.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that brought me back to church. And fast forward, nothing happened. Then 2012 summer came, and then I stopped going to church again, because you're back outside, everyone's outside, and I got caught up again. But come October, I think I went through something that really kind of rocked my world and brought me to my knees, and just made me say, I can't do this no more. As in, like, I was outside, I was raving, drinking, just doing bears fighting, all sorts of stuff. And it was just like, yeah, my heart couldn't take the lifestyle anymore. And I said to God, I let go. I remember I fell to my knees, and I said, like, I surrendered in that moment. And from then, I've been with God ever since. Like, literally, like, yeah. I've been, I would say that was the beginning of me fully committing back to Christ. Yeah.
Just Christians.
Yeah, it's been mad. You know, I feel like I've never, like I said, I don't speak. I've never been on platforms and like spoken, you know, in depth about who I am or what I do or da-da-da-da. But yeah, that's a big part of who Rachael Anson was, shall I say?
Knowing everything you know now, what would you say to younger Rachael then?
Oh, I'd love on that girl. I'd love on her so hard. I would love on her. I would affirm her in the sense of who God says she is. I would fully support her and push her, because them times I wanted to be a footballer. So before DJing, because I didn't even say that. Whilst we was doing all the DJing stuff as well, I was heavily into sports. Heavy into sports. Like, I've been playing football outside on the streets with the guys from when I was young. Do you get what I mean? So I wanted to be a footballer, but even just in the sense of just having someone to just hold my hand and really guide me through life and decisions and stuff, I'd say, like, I'd proper build her confidence, a reminder that she's got it. God proper got her. God's got you. I'd say, God's got you, girl. God has got you. Like, God has really got you. And yeah, man, I think that's what I'd say to her.
What would you say to people that you see that look like you, experiencing a life of doubt, a life of fear, a life of uncertainty of where they're meant to go from here?
Yeah. I'd say, number one, don't give up. Don't you dare. Don't know what camera I'm looking at. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare give up. Because I feel like I've been saying that to a lot of people recently as well, that sometimes it is hard work. Yeah, sometimes it's inevitable. You have to put in work. You have to put in work. You have to do the work. You are responsible for you. Yeah, because that's even me saying to myself, even on the emotional side and the mental side, it's on you. Unfortunately, no one's coming to save you. When you really deep it and when you really break it down, yes, you're gonna have helpers, absolutely, but it's your responsibility. You are your responsibility. So don't give up. do the best that you can do. So don't sometimes see our community, you're doing things half-hearted and you expect a mad bag. Yeah, I don't know why this ain't happened. Listen, you've probably even been doing it for 10 days. You haven't even been doing it for 10 years there. And sometimes that's how long the grind is. Do you understand? So it's like, it's just, I was saying to someone yesterday, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. And that's even what I'd say to my younger self as well. Just I'd proper show her that it's not even about the destination. It's enjoying where you're at, embracing where you're at, being grateful for where you're at, because that's where we get robbed. Yeah, that's where we get robbed. So yeah, I think along them lines of just like, yeah, man, focus on you, focus on your art, on it, of whatever that is, whatever you're doing, practice, and don't worry too much about what you're going to get. Just enjoy what you're doing and love what you're doing. And then eventually God opens doors and blesses you for your integrity, your commitment, and again, because sometimes it's not, Charlie, this God, sometimes it's favor, he'll open doors that, you might not even deserve because he can do it. So again, just do what you've got to do on your side with taking care of you and trust God to do the rest.
What's made you so confident in yourself, not just the DJing, but you as Rachel?
Listen, when I was growing up, I was a bad girl. yeah, I don't know. I feel like the environment that I grew up in was also like, it impacted me heavily. But I've always been a strong character, a big personality. So I feel like that's been me from young. Because the fact that I can get up and dance anywhere, doesn't matter who's me, let me hear music. I don't care who's around. I'm going to dance. Yeah. So I feel like that's just always been who I am. But in a sense of like confidence, obviously as well, that's just the grace of God. And especially now, at this moment in time, it's only God. It is only God. I'm not giving credit to no one else but God, as in just standing on his word concerning me. And yeah, man, it also as well, even just down to the love that I have around me. So the love from my friends and the people that mean the most to me, that boosts confidence as well. Do you get what I mean? It's like when you know that your people got you, and it's like, yeah, my community is solid. Like, we're good over here. I don't need to not be confident. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm blessed. I'm blessed in that sense. And I think that kind of answers the question.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So like, obviously when you were younger, you had pressure of being an older sibling. Now, is there a different pressure because of how much you've grown as a DJ, as a personality, as people seeing you? Is there a pressure to deliver, especially when you hit onto arena, the bigger stages? Is there a pressure to that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And what does that feel like?
Yeah, so I'd say like the last few years, not nice. Yeah, not nice. It hasn't been, and it's mad because I know you see my Instagram and yeah, everything's lit, but nah, I think it took its toll. So right now, I'm speaking from a place of gratitude, of love, of peace. So I can speak on it confidently. Like, but if we had this conversation maybe 6 months ago, I don't know if I would be so vibrant, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's like, even down to the point where I even kind of fell out of love with this whole DJing stuff and blah, 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 because it's like, it just became work. Like, this is all work. Everything I do is just work. Well, you do one job, you're on to the next one. Okay, cool. Did it. Oh, Rachel, we need you to do this. Oh, Rachel, we need you to... I ain't no puppy show. I was having a lot of arguments last year, like with management and stuff, trying to figure out Rachel's next steps.
Position you.
What does Rachael Anson, the brand, look like? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying blah, 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 because that's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. And do you know what, yeah? It's like, I respect everyone's craft. I respect anyone that's grinding, anyone that's working, whatever they do, however they get it, influencer, whatever. Do you. In this life, I genuinely believe, do you. So let me do me. Let me be me. I understand that usually there's what's the word? There's a formula that's used within this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I genuinely believe I didn't come into this industry using any formula. That's not how I got here. So for me to hear that I have to use a formula or I have to it's never sat right with me.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was I kept on trying to compromise. And this is all behind the scenes stuff. So one thing about me, by the way, it's so jokes because I learned this in working in Sainsbury's because of my manager. Christian, I don't know where you are in the world, mate, but this African man, yeah, he was my manager. The brother was strict. He was so strict. As in, how can we have a manager that everyone's shook? Like, it's like when you know he's in the building, you're gonna do your best job, yeah? But he taught me integrity because his thing was whether he's there or not, we shouldn't have that energy. We should have that energy at all times, yeah. So with me, doesn't matter what I'm going through. It doesn't matter whose booking it is. It doesn't matter what the event is. As in, it could be big brand or a small venue. Blah blah. I come in and I do my job well, and I go home. I come in, I respect everyone, and I've always made sure that's something that I carry because of the grace that's on me. Yeah, I always try to spread that by just showing everyone the same love and respect. So I'd always come and do the job and then no one would know, I guess, that I don't even want to be there. Sometimes I don't want to be there, but I am doing it because I've got a job to do and I've got to show up and keep it moving. And I think what happened was do you know what I'm thinking? Sorry, I'm thinking this might have even started after COVID. Yeah.
That's years ago.
As in, like, I think why it got so, like, heavy for me was because I always use this analogy of the heart, yeah? So you get poked, and you get poked, and you get poked, and you get poked. But obviously the heart we still live.
Yeah.
But our hearts have been pierced so many times, and we haven't addressed the wounds. And time goes on, and then of course eventually you're not only are you bleeding out, like you're gonna crash. You know, it's gonna stop at some point. Do you get what I mean? Like, or you poke a hole and then you put a plaster over it, and then we carry on. But no, we need to actually do the work. We need to stitch it together, not put something over it. So I genuinely feel like over the years, that's what's happened. Like, I might get annoyed here or be jarred here, offended here, not bothered here, and then as time's gone on, it's just all become too much. Do you get what I mean? And I think that's what happened. That's what's happened within this DJing thing of mine. And I've just, like, things changed. And obviously I know people say, yeah, get with the times and change and in the sense of, like, everything is so trendy now. Everything's all about being viral, and that's never been my formula. That's never been my game. I respect and I love it for everyone else. You lot do you, but I'm never going to jump on something because I'm being told to do it because of to gain. Oh, I'm sorry. And I think it took me a long time to just accept that. Like, this year, God has had to really come and put me on my bum and say, are you going to trust me? Are you going to trust me? Are you going to surrender? Are you going to let go? Are you going to rest in me? Because I feel like in all of that, it's just been me just trying to make things happen. Okay, cool. What should we do? What are we doing? What do I need to do? Just chasing this thing. What are we chasing?
What were you chasing?
What was I chasing? To keep up with the industry, I guess. Do you get what I mean? Because obviously you have to be visible to get bookings and blah, blah, blah. And, oh yeah, you're not doing... And imagine that you're being told as well that you're not doing enough, you're not... we need to... And listen, and let me... You asked me where can I pinpoint Favour and stuff, yeah? Listen, till this day, my majority of my bookings, when I say majority, I'm talking about, let's say 99% is all inbound. As in, It's not no one going out to source stuff for me. It's all been favour and the grace of God, of people contacting me and wanting to book me. So imagine, that's my foundation. That's my formula. That's my formula. I trust God. I trust God. And the thing is, it's like you can't say that I haven't put in the work or I don't put in the work. I show up and I do my job and I do it well. It's like, again, that's why I say that the formula can't be the same for everyone. Do you understand? It can't be. I'm not you. I'm not them. Do you get it? So how, just because X, Y, Z done X, Y, and Z, no, because I might go and do that and it collapse.
That's the truth.
Yeah, it's not for me. That's not what God wanted me to do. That's not where God wanted me to be. But because I'm doing copycat, no, like, do you get what I mean? So that's always been part of my resistance, as in why we never see eye to eye with these things, because you're telling me to do something, but then God keeps showing me, Rach,
this is how you should do it.
I got you. This is what you need. But listen, yeah, man.
What's interesting is you said it was after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's years ago.
Yeah.
And up until 6 months ago.
I'd even say a few months ago, like in the sense of like really overcoming and coming out of that space. Like, yeah, man, I just feel like I'm in a really good space right now. Like the energy's different, the heart's different.
Could your friends and family tell like it was different? Because those are your closest people.
Yeah. And that's not it. To me, that's who matters. That's who matters. And I remember there was a period where, remember what I said to you with the analogy of like your heart's being put, so you're putting plasters over it. But if you're bleeding out, you're going to end up bleeding onto people. Mm-hmm. And obviously it's your closest, your nearest and your dearest that you end up bleeding onto. And I remember I went through a period where I wasn't nice to my friends. I wasn't being nice to my friends. So basically, they're probably going to watch this and probably start laughing, but we've got a group chat. Like this group chat is the latest group chat. Yeah, we call it the Ludo chat. So like, because that's how it started. I think it started with us playing Ludo games and it's just turned into some big family. So I don't know, like if you'd see, like when you see us all out, we go on holidays and we go out to that crew, it's like it all started with the Ludo game, yeah. So that group chat is active every day and it's been active for only God knows how many years, yeah. I remember there was a period where I wasn't happy and I think I was projecting that onto people. I was so hot. I became so hostile. I became so sensitive. I became so touchy, and it's like people could say something and I'm G-checking my own friends because I'm not sure if you're trying to disrespect me. I'm not sure if you're trying to make me the banter of the group chat at the moment, and I'm not finding nothing funny. The end of that season, God isolated me. Came out of the group chat, came offline for a bit. Yeah. I had to, it's like, we got to do some soul searching here, because what's going on? What's wrong? Like, And I realized that, again, just the anxiety of just life and just the pressure of the work and, being in this limelight that I didn't ask for, really and truly. I guess just the weight of it, the weight of life and whatnot. But I identified that one of the ways that it was easy for me to identify was how I was treating my friends, how I was speaking to my friends, and how I was easily offended in that season. Like, no one could tell me nothing. It's that if you're speaking to me and there's an attitude or there's some sort of sass, I would G-check you straight away because I was so defensive.
You know what? Why it shows how changed you were in that particular part of your life is that you said at the start you was the one who likes to run the banter. When you talked about your friends and you talked about, they just gotta put up with me because I'm the loud one. Sometimes I take things too far.
Do you understand?
And now all of a sudden,
there you go. So God, listen, I feel like God has humbled me so much in the sense of pruning, and I think the most recent in terms of like the last 6 months was stretching. I was being stretched in terms of like my character and deep in my soul. Because even when I was going through all of that, I genuinely, I was at such a big conflict with myself because I hated the fact that when I got to go do bookings and on the internet, I can show up and and then when I go home, I'm bitter, I'm angry, I'm whatever. And it's like, I didn't like that because I my whole life, challenge me, I've never been a fake person. So to me, it didn't sit right with me. I didn't even like that energy because it's like, you're fake, you're being fake. But then I remember my friends, they still even counseled me. My best friend counseled me in that season because it's like, stop being I was so critical of myself. Like, sometimes, this is why sometimes you got to know who's speaking in your head. Like, is that the enemy? Because we know God's character and we know God's voice. Like, he wouldn't say certain things to you. And sometimes I'd condemn myself. Like, yeah, because look at you say you're a believer, and then look how you're acting. And this is all more to do with like my emotions and my temperament. And it's like, but then I would be so hard on myself because, again, even with the DJing stuff, that's part of the perfectionism that has kind of taken its toll on me as well. It's like just trying to make everything so so that I couldn't handle with the side of me that wasn't performing well. Do you get what I mean? That wasn't doing well, that wasn't managing life well, that wasn't managing her emotions well. And I'd say, like, fast forward, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. You're a human being. You're a human being. I am not perfect. Like, and I was not designed to be perfect. Do you get it? Even me getting that revelation that I was not designed, I was not made to be perfect. Where did that come from? But then again, being in this industry, you have to keep up with certain lies. So that's why it's like, if you're not grounded and if you don't have a strong foundation or community behind you, this thing will take you, eat you, spit you out, and leave you for the wolves. Like, because it's yeah, man, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's like, there's too much information and and you got, it's like, give people a break, man. And I think I needed a break, but I was so on the go. I'm not even having time to deal with whatever's going on inside.
Yes, huh?
Yeah. I'm not even having time to address it. So then I do address it, and I try to. So like I said, I isolated myself for a while, and then when I came out of that, I apologized to my friend. Yeah. But even in that, that's the leader and the example of who Rachael Anson is. It's like, I always, if I'm going to lead my brethren or my family or people around me, my community, whatever, it's going to be by example. So it's like, I always, because my brethren as well, they don't care about what no one says. If you could say something and you're moving mad, they don't care. Like, do you get what I mean? So you got to come with the action anyway. Yeah, you better walk it. Like, do you get what I mean? So I remember, and even in me doing that was growth. So much growth. And that's another thing. I keep saying that's another thing, but because I ain't had a conversation like this for time. You know, let me spill. But like, I desired growth so much. I desired growth so much in terms of always bettering myself, being self-aware and whatnot. And it's jokes because when you look back, sometimes, they say, like, be careful what you pray for. Oh, I want to grow. Do you know what it takes to grow? Jesus Christ. I have been humbled. I have been so humbled. But it's amazing that I'm even blessed and thankful for, the process, to come out of it and then look back and then see, man, God's amazing.
What you're talking about is you're showing up in one way. People are seeing you on Instagram, seeing you do all these things. But realistically, what's going on behind the scenes, people don't know about.
Yeah.
And it's what people also struggle with. They're going on with these things behind the scenes, but then they're struggling to try and even get to a place where it looks good their life looks good on Instagram. So it's an important conversation we're having. And we talked about being in a better place. One of the things that I've seen that looks like you're taking a lot more seriously is your fitness.
Oh, absolutely.
Where does the desire for fitness, food as well, like how you eat, where's the desire for you to be the best that you can be from that perspective?
I'm so jealous because I feel like my friends are going to see this. and maybe like my old school brethren, so people that have known me from young, they're gonna see this and just think that because you was a big team, so that might be your motivation. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Listen. At one point, I was wearing size 16 jeans, and at this moment in time, I'm size 8. So
okay,
yeah, man. Had a little chubby face, and I was really hood and that back then. Yeah, them times as well. No, I'd say again, my childhood, I've always been sporty. So in school, I used to do athletics, 100-meter sprint, relay, and whatever. I've always played football my whole life. But obviously, I've more recently got into boxing, and I genuinely love boxing. See, boxing, I wish that's what I'd done when I was younger.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
Why? To do it professionally?
Yeah, because I genuinely feel...
We have these conversations all the time.
No, listen, because I genuinely feel like people genuinely don't believe that I haven't boxed before. Do you get what I mean? So I've been around coaches and whatnot, and even other people that are like, bro, like, have you boxed or da-da-da-da? And I always say no. Again, I've still got a lot to learn. I really want to learn, so I'm going to learn. I'm so on it, yeah. But I'm so on it. But like, I genuinely have a passion for it. I genuinely love it. I genuinely enjoy the sport. Like, I'm so interested in it. I feel like if I'd done this from time ago, I'd be amazing right now.
No, I'm not saying you wouldn't be. Hold on. Wait. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'd be so sick.
The way I know you love boxing, how I love boxing, I know you would be. You love it more than me. But what I'm saying is, it's a dangerous sport.
The danger, yeah. To be fair, when I first started, I weren't on... Yeah. People was asking me, "Oh, you're gonna fight? Do you want to spar?" I shut everyone down from the jump. Because what are we talking about here? Because I know the sport. It's like, please, I'm not trying to get no ribs cracked. I ain't trying to get knocked out. Listen, yo, I got a rep in the hood, you know. I got a rep in the hood. Can't get in no ring and get knocked out. And now
everyone see you train online the next day. We don't believe it.
But nah. So I weren't on it. But not professionally, because it is a very, very dangerous sport. Even what they got to do to make weight and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot. But I think I love it so much. I would love to start like sparring.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to like.
Do that.
Yeah.
Do that. Stay safe over there in the sparring. Do that.
Yeah. I'd love to. But again, though, I feel like if I was younger and if I was. Because I'm a believer of it's never too late. Hence why I'm enjoying it now, and I want to get into sparring and just enjoy the sport for what it is, and just the fitness side to it and all of that. Like, I'm enjoying it. But if I was younger, I believe I could have been Caroline de Boer.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't doubt you.
Yeah.
I don't doubt you.
I believe so.
But we thank God for the journey, because this is dangerous.
See, God knew.
And the way you was moving in secondary school, primary school.
God knew. Listen, by the grace of God, I have never seen a prison. Yeah, I've never seen a prison. If I got into boxing when I was young, I might.
That's what I'm saying. This is
We thank God. We give back. But no, it's just like I love sports. I love fitness. I'm around. Like, I've got a lot of male friends. A lot. Like, I grew up around boys and whatnot, and I'm super close with my brother. He's super on his fitness. So it's like we're accountable for each other. It's like you can't really kind of not be on, bettering your body and whatnot. So, man, I think it's always been my lifestyle. It's always been my lifestyle. But of recent, I think this is the most consistent I've been, which is amazing, because it's been a desire of my whole life to be super consistent. I could be consistent for like 3 months, and then summer comes. And then I'm busy, I've got bookings, flying away, and then I lose myself. But I've been disciplined this year to the point that even when I am traveling, even when I'm understanding, Rachel, just wrap your head. Because you don't think I'm joking. Hey, part of the reason why I would break my consistency streaks with fitness and going to the gym and stuff was because of my hair. You don't think I'm joking. If I'm going to get my hair done, I ain't seen the gym. Nope, I ain't working out for jack.
You weren't going to gym because of your hair?
Because if I had a booking like for the weekend, I've got my hair done and whatnot. This hair has got to be fresh for a bit before we get back in the gym. But obviously now I've learned that all you needed to do was just put a little head wrap on. Yeah, man, put a little headscarf and you're good. But I didn't know that before.
Okay.
So it would break the consistency. Do you get what I mean? But now I've got it under wraps. I can get my hair done and I'll probably go gym the same day.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
My last two questions, because this has been an excellent conversation. How important is it for you to live out your God-given purpose and inspiring those who look up to you?
It's everything. I don't think there's anything more important in life when it comes to purpose and careers and whatnot. If you're not inspiring anyone and if you're not encouraging anyone, because I mean, I get it, like money's fantastic and accolades. Ooh, I'd be lying to you if I said that those things were my motivation or those things were like, yeah, man, like what I hold on to or what I take pride in. Nah, I am the total opposite, you know. It's mad. And this is why there was always back and forths and arguments about what direction I'm going in, because I don't care about bare stuff. And I remember I'll say to God that I don't want to come across ungrateful, and he should check me if I am being ungrateful, because I understand that you've blessed me. I have a platform, a position to do stuff, but it's like, for me personally, it's just what's more important to me is the things that money cannot buy and the things that accolades cannot cover or hide. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, even sorry to go off, but I done a panel talk the other day at Tab London, and see God, there was a young girl that found me. She was like, "Oh, Rachel, you probably wouldn't remember me. I met you at the XYZ." And I've gone so many events now, by the grace of God, that some of them I can't even remember, which is mad, But she was saying the event, and she was like, and then when she said it, I was like, "Oh yeah. This was back in 2019, I think it was 2019 or 2018." And then she showed me a video of me at the thing, and it was I did a booking for Nike. But it was about football, like sports, and it was with young women and young girls and stuff. And she was one of the young girls there, and she said how my DJ set super inspired her to start her own little company thing and whatever. So her showing me, and then she showed me, because so that I remember that event because I came off stage as I do, and I was dancing with the girl. Go on with it. Yeah. But it's so sick. She was one of those girls that I was doing Go On With The Road with. And she was like, yeah, And then she was showing me what she's doing now, where she's trying to go, And I was like, that gave me so much joy. I was genuinely so happy for her. And I was genuinely so happy with life, because I was like, that's what it's about. That's what matters. That's what's important. Not whatever you can achieve for your... And I get it. It's nice. Me personally, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Like, do you get what I mean? But life goes on, and I will never take that for granted. And I'm so grateful for those kind of moments. Like, that's what it's about. That's what's important.
My last question to you. With where you're at in life right now, what advice or encouragement would you give to yourself?
Keep going, man. Keep going. That's all we can do. That is all we can do. Keep pressing on. That's it. That's the goal. We press on. 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 Because that is all. That's all I can do, man. Press on. Keep pressing on, girl. And it's good, because I'll be talking to myself a lot these days, boy. Go encourage yourself, boy. Go encourage yourself, but yeah, man, I'd say keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Rachael Anson, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Haych.
No, thank you. It's been conversation with Haych, with the amazing, the incredible, the superb Rachael Anson. And we'll have more content coming for you very, very soon.